There is no such thing as the best folding method. This is subjective and varies greatly from person to person and household to household. The real question is what you can manage and maintain. In other words, can you repeat the process week after week? Because we all know that laundry is a never-ending process. Select the method that creates the least amount of friction for you, that you can replicate until eternity, and will be more than tolerable, perhaps even joyful in your life. Having said that, I want to talk a little bit more about some different folding methods. The first one is the KonMari method. The KonMari method, created by organizing guru Marie Kondo, is a popular method for folding clothes. It involves folding clothes into small rectangles and standing them up vertically in drawers or bins. This method maximizes space and makes it easy to see all the clothes at a glance. To use this method, start by laying the items flat on a surface. The objective here is to minimize wrinkles and also save as much space as possible. The traditional folding method involves folding clothes into rectangles and stacking them in drawers or bins. This type of fold might also have fewer folds that might cause less wrinkling. While it doesn't give maximum visibility in the space like the KonMari method, it's still an effective way to keep clothes organized. Then there's the pocket folding method. This is probably my favorite just because of the season that I'm currently in. I never realized how decisive I was as an adult until I started to raise tiny humans. My kids are notorious about shifting back and forth between their options. This might highlight the point that having too many options is never a good thing. But for clothing, I appreciate that my kids can exercise self-expression by dressing themselves. Plus, it's one less task for me to do. As they decide which outfit to make, they often create a much larger mess with their small hands unraveling their clothes when I fold the file folding way or use traditional folding methods. Cue in pocket folding for kids, and I honestly have never looked back. I describe pocket folding as creating a bundle with an article of clothing. The key is to create a tight enough bundle that it withstands rolling around in a drawer, preventing any unraveling. This makes it far easier to contain a messy drawer and put it back into order into seconds rather than wasting time to refold each item. Maybe the most radical folding idea on the list is no folding. Instead of taking time to neatly prepare squares and rectangles in your drawers, you can opt for the singular step of sorting alone. Sort your clothes by type. Socks go with socks and underwear goes with underwear. Corral all the common items together in a bin or a drawer, and you're done. It's easy peasy because there isn't any actual folding involved. While this type of storing clothes is enticing, you don't exactly save space or reduce wrinkles. If these two things are important to you, I would highly recommend ditching this option for one of the other three that I mentioned. Keeping up with your laundry week after week is absolutely a challenge, but here are some ways to make folding kids' clothes easier on caregivers. Number 1, try to make folding clothes a family affair. Get the kids involved with this task. It's their clothes too, after all. I firmly believe in giving age-appropriate household tasks to kids because we are preparing them for adulthood. So insist on children learning the skill by teaching them how to fold through practice on a weekly basis. Number 2, do laundry more frequently. Once-a-week laundry fiestas can be very overwhelming. I've tried it a few times myself, and it simply doesn't work for me, and that's okay. What does work for me is staying on top of the dirty clothes with at least 1 or 2 loads of laundry every day. I build laundry and folding into my days so that I don't end up with an overwhelming stinky pile left for the weekends. This works for me because I can catch food stains fairly quickly, and I take back my weekends. Number 3, use tools such as folding boards. If you haven't yet mastered the art of folding clothes, that's totally okay. Lean on tools while you learn and invest in a folding board. These are great because you can save time and your clothes are uniform in their folds. It's okay that laundry and folding clothes isn't your favorite household task. It isn't mine either. Just know that there are clear benefits to folding clothes in a way that creates the least amount of friction that can be a workable solution in your household. Folding kids' clothes doesn't have to be a daunting task. With the right folding methods, storage solutions, and products, it can be quick and easy process. If you're ready to get serious on your tidying journey, I highly recommend you grab my free decluttering checklist. It's going to be the project plan you really need to get organized.